Don Stichter on trombone.
My father got his first horn at the age of 9, and I think there was not a time in his life where he wasn't involved in some type of musical activity. There was a rumor in high school that he played on the football team and would also participate with the marching band at halftime. But when he came back to Tampa, he was involved in some type of barbershop quartet, jazz ensemble, and then he played with a couple of bands, first with the Old Smoothies, which was a collection of professionals.
Don had that pretty much unique, or at least as much as anyone I've ever known, combination of character traits that made people respect and admire him, and at the same time like him and want to be his friend and hang out with him.
Ever since I joined the firm, that pro bono was an important part of what you do as a lawyer, and he led by example. He didn't ask people to do it, you just followed his example of taking on pro bono cases.
Don's pro bono attitude and his desire to help people, and especially to help those people that Bay Area Legal Services was trying to help, really helped countless people. He helped so many people at the Children's Law Center, which they provided free office space to for years. And then he also had a thriving pro bono practice where he individually represented these clients in court, again, providing service to them that money could not buy. No amount of money could have bought a better attorney, better representation than Don Stichter.
What he did always, I think what I remember, is making time for family, carving out time, even though he was a very busy person. Family dinners, he was always there, family trips. So he really made it important to take time with not only me, but my 3 brothers and sisters and family. So I think just the lesson I learned from him was the importance of being around.
He would always call the workday over at 5:30 and go home for dinner with the family and the kids. But a lot of times he'd be back at 8 o'clock. So that became my pattern too. So when the kids were in bed, he'd come back for a couple hours. So I started doing that. So the hard work would have been a great lesson. Somebody, that making sure you did the right thing for clients.
What I learned as a lawyer watching him was how to handle contentious situations. Like in an adversarial profession, emotions run high. In watching him be able to diffuse people's emotions with a kind word, or a lot of times just a joke, and even poking fun at himself.
And Don got an award that was called the Walter Mitty Award. That award was for unbridled enthusiasm in the pursuit of athletic endeavors, unfortunately diminished by a complete lack of ability in all of them. So that, of all the awards, just being Don, that was his favorite award.
And in fact, later in his career, while he was in his mid to late 80s, he actually took a course so he would be qualified to represent veterans in certain cases. And he came to Bay Area and said, I need more cases. I need more pro bono cases. So he was beating down the door looking for more cases, even there at the very end of his career.
I think that people will remember him for what he did for pro bono, for his service with Bay Area. And even towards the end, they started a bankruptcy bar association, started a clinic. And my father volunteered, if people couldn't show up, that he would go down and take case, and he'd talk to people. And he was doing this at 85 years old. So I think his commitment to being a good lawyer, being a good person, and giving back through pro bono in Bay Area is, I think, part of his legacy.
Morning, Alex. Don Stichter, 2290144. I got your email about the next meeting, and that's fine. And next Monday at 12, and I'll be there. Thank you.